Hi, I'm Gabriella Drozdzewicz, and this is a new way to study. So, I'm a high school student at Peak to Peak Charter School. I'm a freshman, and as someone who has had to spend a lot of hours studying, this is something that I've become really passionate about as something that is to be improved. And as an innovator, I think it's really important that we take these things that are not as good as they could be and we take them to the next step and make them better than they are. So the problem is that studying takes hours. It's very daunting, it's very boring, and it takes up for time for other important activities like hanging out with friends, self-care, or sports and other really important things. A study from the National Center for Education Statistics found that on average, high school students spend about 7 hours a week on homework. After going to school for around 35 hours, having to go back home and spend additional hours studying can be really daunting and it can take a toll on your mental health. Our innovation is combining video games or watching videos or really any kind of fun, but currently we're focusing on those two things with studying. It strengthens your memory because it's combining with fun and it becomes less daunting because it's no longer spending hours taking notes, but rather being able to play your favorite video game while also learning something in the process. This makes it much more desirable. So the way that this would work is by you have to answer question to unlock areas or items, speed up waiting times, get coins, or regain health, or really any sort of the common video game parts, except we take them and we make you answer questions and study for it in order to progress in a game. This means it can be single player or multiplayer in ways of having story games or other multiplayer games. The questions can be personalized. For example, if you're studying science, you can answer questions for science. If you're studying Spanish, you can answer questions for Spanish. This means that there can be multiple games or multiple kinds of videos, and it can incorporate studying with something that is fun, and it will be able to combine those two things. The red ocean landscape is the traditional method of taking notes, which obviously is very daunting, it's very boring, or multiplayer quick response games such as Kahoot or Booklet. These games, although they're a great step, they still are really restrictive. You have to play them with other people, and they're really focused on the accuracy, speed, and their quick response. So you're given a set of questions and you have to quickly answer them before you move on to the next. So obviously this is a little bit more fun, but it's still incredibly restrictive. Our target market would obviously be students, but in the future we hope to continue on to teachers and using that to incorporate into classes, employees making fun or making team bonding activities more fun, and hopefully to the elderly at some point as well, because in order to improve memory or just have fun, I think it's really important that we combine something that not always is fun and can just be boring and combine that with something that can really emphasize the mind. So we hope to eliminate the simplistic games and the boring aspect of studying while reducing the endless repetition and the necessity for it to be multiplayer. We hope to raise the focus on knowledge, not memorization, because memorization often is forgotten after it is no longer used, while knowledge can continue to be used. And we hope to create a fun learning environment and a desire to learn and desire to study. So, as shown here, with the blue circles being the red ocean landscape and the yellow being our new product, old products are focused on simplicity and a little bit of fun and image, such as Kahoot and Booklet, while ours is focused on the productivity, the fun of it, and the convenience of it. As this shows, we're really hoping to emphasize the fun and the desire to learn while also getting rid of the time it takes to study the knowledge that you lose, and the limited options. Thank you.